Women like to judge us all the time, but don't like to be judged. Think about it. Niggas ain't shit. Men ain't shit. We don't need men. This, that, and the third. Nah, y'all don't need us until you need us. But that's judgment. But as soon as I say, oh, I don't like the way she wearing fake hair, that shows lack of confidence. Now I'm female bashing, or I'm women bashing, when I'm just stating the truth. Right? Let me ask you this. If everything I do is fake, if everything about me is fake, how do I deserve something that's real?
You don't, right?
All right, so now these women go into places, their attitude be fake, their hair be fake, their smile be fake, the affections they have for you be fake, but you walk around here talking about you want something real. You wouldn't recognize real if it came and slapped you in the face.
Right. I mean, you think all females like that, though?
No, it's never all or nothing.
So,
see,
is it the black females you saying?
But
Spanish females? Like what
it's
kind?
all females, man. It's all females. Females go around other females they can't stand and pretend like they cool.
Why is that? But men do that too.
I'm saying some men do that. Just like I said, it's never all or nothing.
That's true.
It's never all or nothing. But see, something that's rare is not common.
But see, my thing is, how do you know? But all right, you got wisdom. You're very smart. You're very intelligent. But how do you know that this is how females are, though? How do you know that?
How do you know? Because
you studied.
All right. Yes. See, that's the difference between men and women. Right? Because we take the time to find out about everything that we interested in.
That's true. They do too, though.
Nah. Think about it. On a regular basis, how many women walk past a man every day, a multitude of men every day, and they don't show up? These men don't show up on these women's radar. Not a care in the world, not a thought for them, or none of that.
But you think that's because of social media, or is that just because?
Nah, I think that's taught. It's learned behavior. Right? You can't have an idea of something that you never had an example of. Right? So now when you look at these families today, most families is predominantly what? Consist of predominantly what?
What do you mean?
Women.
Oh, okay. I got you.
All right. When you look at the world influence today, it's predominantly women.
It's their time.
You hear me? It's predominantly women, right? And that comes from a woman's perspective, right? When women have more influence all over the world than men do.
But that's kind of good though. Because when it was just men, that shit was crazy. Nazi Germany, World War III, that shit was crazy, bro.
Now
that women
it's crazier now.
Yeah, but it's a little more.
Because you have to understand, right? Now we live in an emotional state. Everything is about how you feel. Right? If you ask a man how he feels, he's gonna tell you what he thinks. If you ask a woman how she thinks, she's gonna tell you how she feels. But see, that's the balance. They're supposed to be balanced. Opposites attract.
That's true.
If you have a masculine man and a feminine woman, they attracted to each other. If you have a masculine woman and a feminine man, they attract to each other. But the same repels each other. If you have two negatives, they repel each other. If you have two positives, they repel each other. All right. So in order for me and you as human beings, well, I'm not a human being. I'm a man. I was created man, right? As men, one of us have to be receptive to the information in order for us to coexist. Because if we not, we're going to destroy each other. All right. A lot of women say, oh, I don't got to be submissive to you, this, that, and the third, so on and so forth. But men submit to each other all the time.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? If you know something that I don't know, right? In order for me to get educated, I got to do what?
You gotta listen.
What is listening? I got to submit to the knowledge, right?
That's true.
I got to submit to the understanding. All right? That's why men get along better than women do. Because you know your purpose, I know my purpose, he know his purpose. So when we together in the group and we stranded on the island, we all know what we got to do. It ain't about how the fuck you talk to me or what you said to me. The truth is the truth.
But all men don't think like that.
They can't.
So
now
we all stranded on the island and two men fighting over who's the leader.
All right. First of all, the most qualified person is the leader. That's nothing.
But what happens if the strongest guy becomes the leader?
The most qualified is the leader. You hear me? Everybody got a part to play.
But the most strongest guy shouldn't be the leader, right?
No. Everybody has a part. He shouldn't be the leader in things that don't involve strength.
Makes sense.
But see, strength come in different parts. Mentally strong, physically strong, spiritually strong.
I was talking Popeye's strength.
All right, so that's security.
But what if he don't want to be security? What if he want to be a fairy?
But see, it be like that. That's the problem.
What if the security wants to be an actor?
That's the problem, right? And
shout out to Commando.
But there's nothing wrong with that, right? Because he could be security and an actor. He has to act anyway because he has to perform an action.
Makes sense.
The thing is, a lot of people want to play parts they not qualified for. A lot of men want women they not qualified for, and women want even more men that they're not qualified for. Because when you qualify something, what do? Pass judgment, right? Brings us back full circle.
To the bag, she clutching her purse. She calling me dad while I'm whipping the vert. The paper plates on the window defrost. I step on the gas.
Thank you for checking in with me.
You
want to stay updated? Check out this playlist right here.
Hurricane on my wrist and that shit is ridiculous. Dripping all out of my coat. I need
you still here?
Pull up the dro.
Hey, subscribe.
I hit the block with a pack full of rock for the cost of my